I just wanted to make another quick video here about the Doctor Strange movie. This is from BehindInTheComics.com. Elizabeth Olson says Scarlett Witch's turn to ruthless murderer was really empowering and very admirable, which is really odd. But anyway, in the opinion of Marvel star Elizabeth Olsen, the full heel turn of Wanda Maximoff from former Avenger to the murderous Scarlet Witch and Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness was both really empowering and very admirable. However, I will also say, though, at the same time, she had completely different comments about this in a different interview. This is really weird. It's like, okay, are you just trying to tell people what you think they want to hear or something? But anyway, she said she offered her thoughts on the character story arc during a recent interview with entertainment news outlet Hollywood Life. She asked by the outlet's entertainment director Avery Thompson if she was satisfied with Wanda's emotional and mental states at the end of the Marvel sequel. The actress confidently asserted, "I am. I think somehow it needed to end where it ends at some point. I'm curious about where we go from there." If you don't know, basically she kind of kills herself. But anyway, spoilers, I guess. But whatever. Turning to the topic of the Illuminati shredding Kamartaj and Habitant torturing Wanda herself, she explained to Thompson, "My goal is to always have her have some sort of evolution. The evolution in this, for me, was really empowering. She has a new kind of confidence that we haven't seen in 8 years, and she's really not apologizing for anything." So the actress is a fallen hero who spends the majority of her appearance on screen either threatening to or actually killing the various heroes who stand against her. It goes a little more into the actual movie, so I mean, if you haven't seen it, don't want to hear about it or whatever, okay, spoiler alert. She feels very clear in her beliefs. I find it very admirable, and I enjoy throwing her into this journey of madness. I think it's okay to play characters that people get frustrated with sometimes. I enjoy that as an actor. What are you talking about? It says, interestingly, these positive comments from Olson regarding Wanda's fall stand in contrast to those given by the actress in a separate interview given to Variety during the same press cycle for Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. And this is what I was talking about. She said, oops, my bad. Reflecting on how it felt to brutally rip the membership of the Illuminati apart, she snapped Professor X's neck. She blew Black Bolt's brains out, unraveling Reed Richards, bisecting Captain Carter, and crushing Captain Marvel. She told Adam V. I was also supposed to kill more. I had a hard time with it. I was like, these are human beings, and Wanda's okay with ending their lives. But I just had to buckle down and think all these people are in her way, and she's warned Doctor Strange not to get in her way. And he did. He didn't listen, so I just had to go from that point of view. And it's like, honestly, there's a moment where I have to snap at people I love. That was a difficult scene. I felt so bad that I used it as an actor and let it inform how I responded to these people that I love because they were terrified after. It really was something I did not enjoy at all, but I knew it would be good for the scene. It's like, people play villains all the time. They don't try to justify. I don't really get where she's coming from with this stuff. But anyway. And then it goes on and he talks about, it should be noted that despite, basically her assertion and the legions of some of these fans and stuff, the writer, Michael Waldron, has outright stated that Wanda's role in the film was always intended to be that of a villain. And it said in his own interview, with him and Raimi, the pair had quickly decided that the foundational building block of starting over was Wanda should be the villain the whole way through. I mean, this should be a story of Doctor Strange protecting America Chavez from Wanda, who was there from the very beginning, really, and what was the ultimate vision. Truth be told, having watched and experienced and studied WandaVision, I felt like she was at that point in possession of the Darkhold when she was ready to break bad. She had reached her point that she reaches in comics, and that we could believably pull it off. And again, I'll wrap it up here real quick, but it's just really weird that it's like I don't know if she feels the need to try to justify it. Because, yeah, there's some dopes and stuff on social media who are trying, yes, queen, yes. And it's like, there's nothing you can't justify her actions in that movie. If you've seen the Doctor Strange movie, if you know what happens, I mean, like I said, up above it, she killed, like, a lot of people. I mean, it wasn't like, oh, well, they accidentally died. No, she purposely did it. She killed them. She's a villain. It's ridiculous. It's like, what are you trying to justify that? So I don't know if she's trying to justify it because there's some, blue check morons online who are celebrating it or what, but it's like, she's a villain. She's a terrible, horrible villain. She killed a bunch of people. She's threatened to kill even more. It's ridiculous. Anyway, I'll go ahead and wrap this up here, but it's like, you can't justify. All you gotta do is just sit here and say, hey, she did something terrible. I felt, as an actor, it was a little bit of a struggle to get into it, but it's like when people have been playing villains for a long time and they don't try to justify it. They don't try to justify Hans Gruber or some of these other various people. Now, maybe they did in the heat of the moment, and as an actor, maybe you have to do that. I'm not really sure. That's going to vary on actor to actor and stuff. So maybe Elizabeth Olsen did have to try to justify it in her own mind, but then she needs, she just come out and make that clear and say her actions were terrible, but I had to try to justify it in my own mind in order to play the role, because that's how I am as an actor. Boom. Anyway, so I'll go ahead and wrap this up here. I just think it's fucking crazy. Like she's not a great person. She's a villain in the movie, and that's fine. That's cool. There's nothing wrong with it. She's a fucking villain. They should be happy about it. That's what they intended. But anyway, like I said, I'll go ahead and wrap this up here. Thank you very much for watching, and have a good one.